Hello, welcome once again to Mathematics Meal, a wonderful program that is designed for all wonderful people just like you. Welcome. We are on salt, part 4 of salt. Yeah, we have looked at the first part, second part, and third part. Today we want to look at the fourth part of salt. There is need for you to watch the previous videos so that you can actually follow us properly. Today, our business is on similar words, similar salt. That's what we are going to dwell on today. So get ready as we begin this wonderful business on what? On salt. The concept of similar word, salt. So what do we mean by similar salt? What do we mean by similar salt? At least you know what salts are now. So when can we say that salts are similar? Okay, this way. 2 or more salts are said to be similar if they contain the same radical. 2 or more salts are said to be similar if they contain the same radical. Therefore, based on that, 3 root 2 and 10 root 2 are similar. B, root 5 and 3 root 5 are similar salts. See, we can say that 7 root 3 and 4 root 3 are similar salts, and so on. So 2 or more salts are said to be similar. 2 or more salts are said to be similar if they contain the same word, radical. So if you look at all these salts, the pair given, they are all similar salts. Why? The radicals are the same. So 3 root 2 and 10 root 2 are similar. Why? They have the same radical. The radical here is square root of 2. The radical here, square root of what? Square root of 2. Now you look at this again. Root 5 and 3 root 5 are also similar. The radical here is square root of 5, square root of 5. 7 root 3 and 4 root 3, similar. We have square root of 3, square root of 3. So when the radicals in salts are the same, the salts are said to be what? Similar. Remember, it's all about the radical. It is the radical in the salt that will determine the similarity of what? Of salt. The radical in the salt. Not the rational number, but the what? The radical. So, if I have something like 5 root maybe 7 and 5 root 2. These two salts are not similar because the radicals are not the same. Even though the rational numbers, the whole numbers are the same, but they are not similar because they have different what? Different radicals. So they are not what? Similar salt. So similarity of salt is based on the what? On the radical. They must have common radical, the same radical, for us to say that they are what? They are similar. Yeah, very important. I believe that is very, very clear. So you can greet people with that. You can answer greeting with that. Someone may say, oh, young man, how are you? Young boy, how are you? Just say 2 salts are said to be similar if they contain the same radical. Don't mind me. Yeah, you can even greet your mom. You are sleeping in the early morning like this, they tap you and say, wake up, it's morning already. You just stretch yourself like this and say, oh, mommy, oh, good morning. But remember that 2 salts are said to be similar if they contain the same word, the same radical. Okay. Now, we have another important statement to make. Yeah, very important. Still on this issue of similarity of salt, we have a very important statement that we need to make on this issue. Because sometimes we may see salts and we just conclude, oh, they are not similar. But by the time we carry out some operations on the salt, we can now see that those salts are what? Similar. So that's why we need to make these statements that I'm about to make now. Very important. Very, very important. So listen to this statement, okay? before we can conclude on the similarity of two or more salts, the salts must be expressed in basic form. So before you can draw conclusion, oh, these salts are not similar, oh, they are not similar, they are not similar, please make sure you have expressed the salt in basic form. I will give you an example. Square root of 27 and square root of 48. If you look at these two, are they similar? No, they are not. Yeah. By looking at them, by speculation, look at them. Oh, this is not the radical here, the radical here. They are not the same. So they are not similar. They are not similar. So by looking at them. So, but don't draw the conclusion yet. We need to do one thing. We need to express them in what? In basic form. Before we can now conclude, oh, they are not actually similar. But for now, you don't have right to say that square root of 27 and square root of 48 are not similar, because these two salts are not in basic form. Okay, let's put square root of 27 in basic form. You remember the basic form of salt. Watch part 3 of our videos on salt, then you can master how we express salts in basic form. So let's look at this. Square root of 27 is the same thing as 3 root 3, and square root of 48 is the same thing as 4 root 3. Wow. So if I convert square root of 27 to basic form and also express square root of 48 in basic form, you notice that these two are now what? The same. They are. So you can see, before we can conclude on similarity of two or more salts, the salts must be expressed in what? In basic form. So square root of 27 and square root of 48 are similar if expressed, or when expressed in basic form. So don't play with this. Don't play with this. So these 2 points are very, very important. The first point is that two or more salts are similar if they contain the same radical. Yeah. If they contain the same radical, oh, they are similar what? Salt. Then you can say, oh, my dear similar salts. You can do that. You can do that. You can even touch your heart now and say, oh, my dear similar salt. So two salts or two or more salts are said to be similar if they have the same radical. Then secondly, don't conclude on similarity of salt until you have expressed the salts in basic form. Wow, that's all we can take on similarity of salt. Mind you, the knowledge of similar salt will be utilized in addition and subtraction of what? Salt. Yeah, the knowledge of similar salt. Let me put it down so that you will not forget it. The knowledge of similar salt will be applied in addition and subtraction of salt. Wow. So soon we'll start the concept of addition and subtraction of salt, and you will see how we are going to use the knowledge of similar salt. Thank you for watching this video. Till I come your way next time, keep watching our video and keep sharing our video. Remember, a meal a day from Mathematics and Science Meal will keep you healthy mathematically and also in sciences. I love you, and I will continue to love you. Goodbye.